All right, hey everybody, how's it going? This is Herc Magnus. Welcome to another Project Supremacy webinar. I think we're on like 12 or 13 webinars in a row now. And today's an awesome webinar. Today's going to be a fun webinar. Super excited about today's webinar. I've been working really hard all week on a lot of updates and upgrades and new systems that are coming into place for everybody. So where I guess I'll start is with the update that just rolled out this morning. It was 3.0.7. Okay, yeah, so there's 6.9 out of date, so we can just click the manual update to update all those, or just wait and they'll automatically update themselves. And then if you see any laggers like this guy for whatever reason, just hit the manual update. But let's log into one of those websites. I already actually have it uploaded. And the big change, guys, is right here. So in the plugin side, under Project Supremacy v3 reviews, you guys have seen this before, but we were adding so many features to it that it started getting really messy and a little bit confusing as well. So I had the guys, I designed up some mock-up designs and had the guys make all the changes. So now in your customization settings, when you want to collect and display reviews, this is where you come to set up the widgets and the shortcodes and stuff like that. So basically these buttons have all changed. So now we have everything organized into sections. So these are going to be the functions right here. The one that's kind of cool is the pop-up button mode, meaning you can either show this box to collect a review or you can show a pop-up button. If you turn that to yes, what'll end up happening, actually I can just show it. I'm going to save changes and show it. So here's what it looks like on a website with the review box, okay? But I just turned on the pop-up, so I'm going to refresh the page. And you can see that now that there's a button instead of the form, and if you click the button, then it pops up the review box. So a couple of options with that. Let me refresh this because they're not actually showing up. When you turn this on, you should see there you go, there they are now. So if I turn this off, okay, you're gonna see these two buttons disappear. If I turn it on, they're gonna come up. Now, the reason that we're doing that is just to help with space and design and user friendliness. These two features are only available if you're using the button pop-up mode. This one is using a text button instead of an actual button. So if I set this to yes, okay, and save changes, we'll go over here. We'll still see the button mode, but instead of a button, it'll become text, okay? Leave a review. So those are your options there. And then the exit pop-up mode, if you also turn that on, I'm gonna turn this one off and that one on. Exit pop-up mode is going to be when a user tries to leave your site or their mouse leaves your window. So the pop-up mode's on, but see how my mouse just left the window? That's like one of those exit pop-ups where if the user tries to leave your site, then the pop-up mode comes up. So that's the exit pop-up mode, and then I'll cover that screen later. So we have the function settings, the mode settings, and then the message settings in the settings. And then in the fields, we move the CAPTCHA key over to the fields site because this is really only relevant if you're adding a reCAPTCHA to your forms, meaning you want to stop, people from submitting a lot of spammy stuff. You can enter your CAPTCHA API key inside of your app, account, settings, and then API. Okay. Enter your API key there or here, and then it will, you can turn on reCAPTCHA on your form. So we move that over here. Placeholders, basically nothing's changed there. The design has changed a lot. Your text design, we put anything that has to do with headers or subheaders or buttons all together. So you can kind of see, let me just downsize this a bit. So you can see the heading is here, okay? And then we move the heading size slider right beside it, the subheading and the size are right beside it, the button with the text colors for the button. And then we have the field and widget design settings right here, and then your color designs. Basically, guys, what I'm getting at is it's all the same functionality, but it's just way more laid out. And then we added a bit more design capability to each of when you're displaying reviews or you're displaying ratings. Okay, so we added a bit more design capability to those. So it's a really good update. It really helps with understanding how this whole thing works just because it was kind of jumped up. So The other thing that I want to talk about is on the last webinar, Kath wanted to be able to take a webinar or a review. Let's say you're collecting reviews, but you have in your settings, you have use per page reviews turned on, which means whatever URL or page or post the user is submitting a review on, it will only be able to display on that page when this is turned on. If this is turned off, no matter where on your site they submit a review, all reviews will show wherever you choose to display your reviews, whether that be on every single page or just on a reviews page. So I always have this on because I like to collect my reviews to specific pages, but where Kath was kind of running into issues, what she wanted was a way to be able to move reviews around or duplicate reviews. So say you had kind of two similar pages and you wanted the review on both. So now what you can do is, number one, you have the ability to move a review. So I can click on any review and now there's a move function and I can move it to any other page. So from one page to another page, or what you can do if you like this review and you think this thing is badass, you want to clone that to another page, what you can do is click the clone button and then choose all the pages that you have available that you want to clone it to. Okay, so those are two new functions that were built in this last update. So it just gives you more functionality with your reviews and your ratings and stuff like that. So that's the real big plugin update that's out today. So make sure you update to 3.07 if you want that. And then the other big thing is really the free trials. Oh, well, I guess they added this little cloudy background to show you that you're in the cloud now or whatever, which I think it's really, really nice. It's better than that drabby gray. But the other thing is the free trials. So you guys know that we've been working on free trials, and I made a post in the group about what we were initially going to do is to basically allow you to give away a forever free 20 WP managed account where users basically can manage up to 20 WP blogs, but all the other features, if they wanted them, they'd have to upgrade. And that's basically the freemium model, right? Like companies like Dropbox do that, where they give you 2 gigabytes for free of storage. And then if you want to upgrade for $10 a month, you get all the way up to, I think, a terabyte or whatever it is. It doesn't matter, the freemium model. And we were going to roll that out, but after digging a lot more into the research about the freemium model, we realized we really, really have to be careful with that model. Just to be fair to you guys, I forget who it was that made a post or a point that we really took to heart. What we don't want to run into with the freemium model is having 5,000 users sign up within the next couple of weeks, because that's probably how fast it would happen, because it's a good tool, and if it becomes free, everyone's going to sign up to manage the WordPress blogs for free with this. And what will end up happening is that those 5,000 users are going to put a lot of strain on our support staff, and they're going to put a lot of strain on our server resources. And what we do not want in that event is to have support slow down for you guys who are already paying, as well as we don't want the dashboard to slow down as well, just because we have to manage, however many top blogs times 5,000 new users in a very short period of time. We have to grow at a very throttled and scaled rate so that we don't affect the people that are already paying. Now, if we knew for sure that the freemium model was going to work and people were going to upgrade, we could obviously take those profits, roll them into new support staff and new server upgrades, just to make sure the load balance was good and everything stayed fast. But the only way to know how many people is going to upgrade is to run the freemium model. So we decided to scale that back, okay, to a free trial model, okay, for now. We still want to do the freemium model. We're just going to take it slow and try and see how many people upgrade on the free trial. So this is coming, guys, this page right here. So we have v3.projectsupremacy.com/free trial. Okay, and this is going to allow users to get 10 sites. It's basically a full account. It's very limited to the amount of stuff they have within it, and it's only going to be active for 14 days. And then we're going to basically shut down the usage of everything. But you guys will be able to, if you want to sign up for the affiliate program, you'll be able to get a link straight to this page so that you guys can give away free trials. During the 14 days that they're on the free trial, we're going to be basically sending them this, okay, the onboarding training videos. And I'll give you guys this link because you might want to watch some of these videos as well. So let me just pop that in there for you. Okay, it's in your chat box. one of every, I think the first 3 days they get the first 3 videos, then we take a break, and then the next 2 days they get video 4 and video 5, and then they take a break, and then the next 3 days they get the next 3 videos. And we stagger it just because we want people adopting and using the features in a logical fashion. So these videos are already done. I just have to shoot 7 and 8, but the first 6 are already done. And during that 14 days, they're going to be taught how to use this tool and obviously encouraged to upgrade. Now, if you're the person that referred them to the free trial through your affiliate link, when they upgrade, you get the commission. So we're paying 30% recurring for the lifetime of the customer. And so far, the people that have joined V3, the cancels are very, very low, and the lifetime of our customers is very, very high, which is going to be great for you guys as affiliates if you're going to start giving away free trials. So those things are going to be ready in the next day or 2. So we're going to be encouraging them to upgrade. Oh, the cookie, by the way, which was another point that it was brought up. The cookie will be a lifetime cookie. So when you guys refer someone to a free trial, or if we do eventually go to the freemium model where it's 20 free for life, that person will be cookied in their browser with your affiliate link, and that cookie does not expire. It's not a 30 or 60 day expiring cookie. It's a lifetime cookie. Now, the only thing about the cookie is if they clear their browser and they clear their cookies, then the tag gets erased and you'll lose the sale that way. But there's really nothing we can do about that, controlling users that way. So that's full transparency on that, but we're doing what we can with the lifetime of the cookie. What else do we got here? Oh yeah, as well as the 8-day videos and stuff like that. This is only going to take 10 days for them. Out of the 14 that they're on the free trial, it's only going to take 10 days for them to get the 8 videos. The other 4 days, we're going to be basically talking to them about the price point of V3 and how $37 a month for our initial package is far less cheaper than buying, you know, each individual service separately. So there's going to be there'll be scarcity on the timer. There'll be pricing objection overcoming. There'll be training. They'll also have access to the replays as well as the live replays. So we're going to be doing a lot of stuff to make sure that everyone that's taking a free trial does upgrade. So we're going to be doing our job on the back end for you guys when you're referring new people to us to make sure that they upgrade and you guys get a commission as well. So just to kind of take you through the process of it all, they'll sign up here for a free trial. They'll be redirected to this page here right after they sign up. Okay, they have to confirm their email address. Once they confirm their email address, that's when we activate their free trial account, and that's to get out all the crappy fake email addresses and users and bullshit like that. We will be monitoring everything. So once they confirm their request, they're automatically taken into their free trial area. So let me show you what the free trial area is going to look like as well. So let me log into a new window here. And this is where things start getting pretty cool. Okay, so here's what they're gonna see. Okay, so they're basically gonna see a free trial tab and an upgrade membership tab and see everything the exact same way that you guys see it, except you guys won't see this because you're already upgraded. They'll have an upgrade button here where they can select any of the plans, and then they'll have a free trial, which is counting down to 0. Then when it is expired, like you can see this one's expired, they're only going to be able to access this site, but in a way that looks like this. So if I go to the websites tab, it's going to look like this to your users. Okay, they'll still be able to see what's going on, but there's nothing you can do on this page other than hit the upgrade button. Okay, and it's the same for every function inside of the dashboard. Okay, they get to see kind of what it looks like, but they have to upgrade after they're expired. So they'll still be able to log in. They'll still be able to access chat and stuff like that, but we're going to continually be working on those free trial people to get them to upgrade as well. It's also the same for the plugin side. Their plugin we're going to strip the features out of the plugin as well, and it's going to do the exact same thing where everything's still installed, but we basically put everything on pause until they either delete or upgrade. So that whole thing is what I've been working on this past week, and why the last webinar replay wasn't able to get upgraded, because it was just so much work to shoot all the videos and build all the landing pages and stuff like that. So it was just a ton of work, and I had to do all that. But this is literally, guys, going to be done today or tomorrow. and then we will let you guys start advertising that free trial if you want. So question now, before I get to all your guys' questions, give me a 1 if you are not signed up for the affiliate program yet. Let's see how many people are there. So a 1 if you are not signed up for the affiliate program yet. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that most of you ones are going to want to sign up for the affiliate program. I'm assuming that, right? Here's where you can do it, guys. Okay, just go to any page basically on v3.projectsupremacy.com, and what you're going to do is scroll down to the bottom of the page. Let me mute this tab, it's in my ear. Okay, scroll down to the bottom of the page. Okay, and then you can just in the footer right here where it says affiliates, go ahead and click on that affiliate link, and that will take you to the Project Supremacy sign up. You're just going to request to promote the product, and when you do, we'll see that stuff coming in and we'll approve you. And then once the free trial program is 100% ready, so you guys can go ahead and, if you want that link, actually I can even give you that link right into the chat box. PSv3 affiliate program. There you go. Okay, so there's 2 ways, the direct link or the footer link. Once the free trial program is ready to go, what I'll do is shoot another video that gives you instructions on exactly the specific link to use, so that when you guys are giving away the free trials, they actually land on the free trial page and not the home page. Okay, so I'll do that once this is ready, and it's either going to be today or tomorrow. So I was up at like 5 a.m. this morning. I couldn't sleep because I was so excited about this whole thing coming out. So what else is there to show you guys? Oh yeah, for that page, the onboarding process, I'll give you this link as well. Basically what it is it's a condensed version of all the webinars that you guys have ever seen. Okay, so like it's a training, a logistical process of what a user should do when they sign up for V3. So for instance, we teach them how to get support, right? Obviously that's one of the first things, and then how to add sites to your dashboard, the 3 ways that you can add sites. Then we talk about how to tag, filter, and manage your blogs. Then we talk about backing up your sites and rank tracking. Then we go into schema duplicator or schema builder and duplicator. Then we talk about the review updates. You know, it's a logical progression. Okay, so anybody that wants to go ahead and watch these videos, you're probably already versed on a lot of this shit, but if you just want a really nice laid out progression of how to use V3, feel free to watch the videos as well. Leave your comments too. I think it's going to be really helpful to all of us guys when we're promoting this. What I've done for each of the pages, so each of 8 days, we're going to email them a link directly into the lesson, as well as the all lessons button up here. Rate the videos and leave questions and comments, or if you guys think good things about V3. Every page has the same thing. I'm gonna allow people to rate the videos, of course, using V3 schema, right? And hopefully it's actually good reviews from people. And then we also are gonna allow everyone to be leaving comments and questions on the specific topic that we're covering for that day. So we're just working super, super hard to really support and hold the hand of the people who are taking the trial of V3, just because it's such a big software and there's so much you can do with it. We don't want people to get that overwhelmed feeling that some of you probably got when we first launched this, because we didn't have all these support systems and stuff in place. So if you guys want, go through those, watch them, leave some comments, leave some ratings. Try to be honest as well, guys. I don't want everyone to just say all great things because it ends up looking fake. Just be honest, you know what I mean? If you think there's a feature upgrade that needs, say it. If there's something that you don't like about it, say it, because we can always improve it as well. So honest feedback for me is better than fake feedback, even though a page full of honest, awesome feedback is definitely the best. So so those are the 2 huge updates, guys, and we will 100% send an email out announcing the official launch of this, but my goal is today or tomorrow for you guys to do. So with all that said, let me get into your questions here. Ed, it's in the chat box. If you're talking about the link for the affiliate program, just go to v3.com. or v3.projectsupremacy.com, and scroll to the bottom, or on the webinar replays page, guys, it's there too. You guys all know that the webinar replay pages is v3.projectsupremacy.com/webinars. Scroll to the bottom, and the footer link is the affiliate link to sign up for the affiliate program. Good, Greg's going to sign up. Alex is going to sign up. Mike McCaffrey's not signed up. Mike Claggart says the affiliate sign up process went really smooth. That's good. Awesome overview. Siri says, great job. Thank you, Siri. Ed, question, can I set up a sub-user to only be able to use the plugin and the schema builder, but not the ranking or consumable credits of keyword research? So let's go into our sub-user account. I'm going to have to get that part. Oh, there we go. So settings, sub-users, right here. So here's our add new sub-accounts. So what you can do, I'm just going to pop a couple domains in. So let's say I'm going to create a new sub-user of Tennille, who's my wife, and I'll make her password. Well, I better not do this live because then you guys might log in. But let's say I just add a couple domains, or I add them by tags. Like, so if I want to add all my PBNs, for instance, okay, let's actually take these out. I want to add all my PBNs for my sub-user who manages my PBNs. I'll just type in the PBN tag. That will load up all my PBN sites, okay, and then I can actually move those all over. Oh yeah, there we go, select. Now all the PBNs are loaded, and then I can choose which features should be hidden. So I want to hide my license, I want to hide the plugin download, I want to hide the settings. They probably need articles. I could take out the rank tracking and the backups. So there's a lot of functionality of stuff that you can hide from your sub-users, and you guys have, most of you have sub-user accounts, you have 20 different sub-users, so you can do a bunch of different things with your sub-users. You can have a sub-user that manages your client sites. You can have a sub-user that manages your PBN, because you choose which sites and which features of the management dashboard that they can access. As far as keyword research, we might have to add in a few more things to stop them from using credits and stuff like that, or take away the direct WordPress admin. I don't know how much you want to go, but what we'll do is we'll look at that and try to add more functionality into the elements that you want to hide from your sub-users. We can definitely do that. So if you have any Ed, that you want, just can you post in the Facebook group which features you'd like to hide, and that goes for any of you guys, and then we can develop that in. Mike, do I have any creatives for the affiliate program? One thing I could do, guys, is do you remember, did anybody come on that 2018 best practices webinar, the optimization best practices? Yeah, so I mean, that webinar went over really well. What I could do is kind of make an edited replay of that, so that if you're inviting someone, inviting someone to a free trial of a software that they have no idea what it is not always the best idea. Typically, it's better to pre-sell a software when you're going to give them a free trial and say, look, talk about your experience with it. I'm using it. This is what I like about it. This is how it's helping my business. These are the results I'm getting. These are the star ratings I'm getting. If you want a free trial, sign up here. That's kind of the best way to do things. But if you want a cold, if you guys want a better, like a colder way of doing things, what I can do is set up a landing page for that optimization best practices, and I'll just cut off the part where we sell at the end, where we actually sell the software, and we'll just make it about the best practices, and then you guys can send someone to that where they're seeing how to use the software to do the best practices, and then offer a free trial. So there's, I mean, the creative stuff, we don't have anything yet, Mike, because we're building the infrastructure of the program. Creatives usually come last, so I will definitely do some more stuff like that. If you guys are having any problems, so Raphael, I'm seeing that. If you're having any issues with signing up for the affiliate program, I can't obviously handle that on the webinar, so just please submit a support ticket. Log into your app, use the chat box right here, and Alex and Tanya, I believe, are still here, so they can help you out with that. Let me go back up to the top here. I saw a few more questions. Mike, hope this isn't off topic. Can I set up and configure PSv3 on a easy local host Apache server on my machine and have any experience with that? Mike, not 100% sure, Mike. I would say try it. I don't know if the communication would happen if it's not an online thing, like a local host. I'd just try it. I mean, I don't know. I've never actually tried that. And then is there an option to toggle no index on all pages or per page? Both, Mike. So in any of your sites, if you want to no index all your pages, you would go into your SEO settings in the plugin side. And these are global settings, right? So you set your global settings, and then if you want to change things on a per page basis, you can. But what you would do is go into your post type taxonomies and MISCs. So you can see here post and page. You can turn on don't index but follow, and that'll do it globally to all your pages. And then if you want to do it on a per page or per post level, you would just go visit the page or the post and set it on a page or post level. And that includes all your taxonomies like categories, tags, nav menus, link categories, and then your MISC stuff like search, author, blah, blah, blah. Rick, you noticed the keyword planner looks a lot different and my word cloud is not working. Has there been an update? Keyword planner, I mean, there was an update to the keyword planner a while ago. One thing I know when updates happen, guys, typically your browsers are caching pages. So you always want to make sure that you refresh your page. Like, I don't know what it is for Mac, but for a computer, Control F5 works. Or there's a browser extension called Clear Cache for Chrome browser, and you just have to hit that and it'll clear your cache out, and then the new updates will show. But if that doesn't work, Rick, it's going to definitely be a support ticket for you. Samuel Johnson says, onboarding, nicely done strategy, thank you. And then schema question, is there a way to set pre-fill schemas so that they attach to new posts while appending different schemas related to each category? Each post is set to automatically. Let me read this again. Is there a way to set pre-fill schemas so they, okay, well, there's no way to automatically create a new post and have a schema appended to it, to answer your first question. Just because, I mean, the schema is a little more important than to just say, okay, every time I create a page, post this schema. Because I mean, the only other way to do that is basically go like this. Go to your websites, go to a managed website. So we'll use V3 as an example here. I'll go into the management of this website, go over to the schemas, and then this force homepage schema button. If I turn this on, whatever the homepage schema is set on the homepage side will now apply to every page on my site, even the new ones. But that's where you're going to run into schema penalties and shit like that. So I don't really recommend that. The other option that you have to make it easier on yourself is just using the duplicate function. So like, if I go to that V3 page, I was doing this today. If I have like, no, this is probably not a good example. The locations ones are better examples. So like garage door men, if I'm running a professional service schema or a local business schema, okay, and I want to duplicate it for a different page, I would just click on duplicate. So I'm going to show you this. So I'm going to duplicate local business schema. Oh, sorry, I got to duplicate the actual schema. Okay, so GDM homepage just got duplicated. So there's the new one. Then what I would do is just open this one up, change the specific elements, and it's probably going to be address, right? So change the postal address to whatever the new city is, and then assign that to the new page. So that's the quickest way to duplicate and push out schema. So, I mean, people keep asking us for a lot more of like quick and handy shortcuts and stuff like that. And there's some that we do want to do, and there's some that we don't want to do. And the ones that we don't want to do are the things that are going to make it easy for you guys to build sites with really spammy schema. Because that's just, then we have to deal with people's support tickets where they're like, Project Supremacy is getting a schema spammy markup message on my site. And it's just like a yin and a yang sort of thing. So the spammiest stuff I can tell you right now is fake your aggregate rating review and apply it as a homepage schema and then apply it across your site. And that's what I did with that asbestos, that SERP tech build, mass page build. And it still works. I was actually looking at it again the other day, and it's still indexed, and it's still actually ranking for a bunch of shit. And this is as spammy as it gets. Like, this is faked ratings. There's no real ratings on there. It's across every page on my site. If I had this in Google Webmaster Tools, I would 100% have a spammy structured markup message, but I'm still ranking on the first page for a lot of stuff. So it's your choice how spammy you want to get. But the more I build schema, guys, the more I'm leaning towards build good schema, build it right, for the pages that really, really matter to you, the stuff that you really, really want to rank. That's what I'm building schema for, and really making an importance on that. Okay, let me scroll back down here. James, it would be nice to add a tags feature for sorting sites sub-users have access to. It's already in there, James. So what you do, so see all these sites, every one of them's got an orange, a blue, and a green tag. I tag every one of my sites. Orange ones are the type of site, blue ones are where I'm hosting that particular domain, and the green one is where I register that domain. So now I have, if you look at my tags, I have AdSense sites, affiliate sites, client sites, lead gen sites, PBN sites, personal sites, SERP sites, Supremacy builds, and then a stupid tag called type of website, which was probably for an example. But then what I do is when I create a sub account or a sub user, and I had one, I deleted them though because I fired them. I didn't fire them, I just let them go. So what I can do is go back into my sub users. Well, like I said, when you add them, you select the websites by the tag. So if I want to only tag, allow a user to access my affiliate sites, I select the tag and it only loads my affiliate sites. Or I select AdSense, you know what I mean? Or I select PBN. So it's already there. Does that make sense, James? You understand how to use that? Okay, cool. Sylvie's welcome. Lots of people telling me they're signed up for the affiliate program. That's awesome, guys. We'll approve you after the webinar as well, of course. Mike, you want some help? I can do some creatives and send them to you. Anybody that wants to send us creatives that'll allow us to use for anybody, I totally appreciate that. So Mike, thank you for that offer, and I will totally take you up on that. Yes, because right now, I mean, you can see our affiliate promotion tools are like a text link. And this is basically what we'll do. You can see the landing page. Right now, you can send someone to the landing page of the schema duplicator page or the how to get star ratings page. I'll do a text link for the free trial page. But basically, the format is like this, guys. Let me do this in a Office Writer. So it breaks down into two parts, or three parts, I guess. The username, okay, this username is going to be your Zaxa username, okay? This is going to be your affiliate link, don't touch that. And then this question mark redirect equals is where you want to send them, right? So we have a few different landing pages, but the one you guys are going to want to use is that. So that's going to end up being your affiliate link. And look how beautifully ugly this is. It's terrible, right? So what do you guys think I suggest instead of using an affiliate link like this? Yeah, exactly. You're going to go into your main site or whatever, and you're going to go into your link management. And you're going to create a shortcode. Okay, and you're going to call it PSv3 free trial or something. And then the title of it or the text link you want people to click on, free trial of PSv3. And then you put in your entire URL, open it in a new window, no follow it, and mask the URL and save the link. Now, this big old link just turned into this. So if I copy the masked URL, now it's this, right? Oh yeah, and by the way, guys, a couple of webinars ago, people were saying they didn't love the word redirect. That's the default thing. So we also fixed that. So I might as well go over that as well. In Shortcode setup, there's a new tab here, and your URL mask, you can change the default PS redirect to whatever you like. Okay, so and it'll, even if you have links already out there that are under PS redirect, no matter what you change it to, it will still work. So now I'm changing it to go to, right? So if I go back to my shortcodes and I copy my masked URL, my new one looks like this now. Well, I got to refresh the page. Control F5. Hopefully I saved those changes. I think I did. Yeah, go to. So then I could copy my masked URL, and now it looks like that. Okay, but this one still works. So you can change this now to whatever you want. I don't even know if I told you guys that. Herc, does the redirect cause a speed issue? Not that I know of. It's been pretty fast for me. Test stuff. Test, and let me know if there's a speed issue. We'll find out why and we'll fix it for sure. To me, this is a better thing to advertise. Like on V3, if I go into it, so I track a lot of links inside of V3 even. And I'd rather have like my URL showing than anyone else's URL showing, right? It becomes an internal link. It becomes a masked link. So you can see like PSv3, like the footer link that you guys are clicking on, that's actually this one right here. Shit, where'd it go? PSv3 affiliate right there. So you can see I'm tracking how many people are pressing and clicking on it. Yeah, I'd rather have the masked URL than the actual thing. So let's click on it and see how fast it is now. Oh, wait, wrong thing. Copy masked URL, okay. So I clicked it and there you go. So it's pretty damn fast. Do you have to send a request for approval? Last access page has a field in there. No, you just request to promote this button right here, Mike. Request to promote this product, and then you'll have to sign up for a Zaxa account if you're not already having a Zaxa account. So Zaxa is the merchant provider that we use to sell Project Supremacy and do all the billing and auto billing and shit for like for us. Okay, so you will have to sign up for a Zaxa account. That's this software right here, but it's free. Once you sign up for the Zaxa account, then you can request this link. So log in, Mike, and then go to the affiliate link and then click request to promote. Sam, possible schema update. You have clients that are intimidated with filling out schema for each post. Like you have the ability to attach the home schema, auto include the home schema. Could you build a category specific so it would replace a related schema pre-built for them? So Samuel, I think what you're saying is like, for instance, if you have a category and you make a new post and you categorize it, you want it to automatically populate that same schema to that same category post, right? You do know it is clicking a button though, right? Like, let me show you how fast it is to assign schemas to multiple, because I actually just did this today. So just to show you where and why I did it and show you how fast it is. Okay, so each of these videos, I wanted to put schema reviews on, right? So that I could collect the ratings. So I had to do it on each page of each video. So let me show you what I did and how fast it can be. So if we go to websites, search for V3, we're gonna manage that website. So go over to schemas, okay? And this is the onboarding right here. It's aggregate rating onboarding and PSv3 brand schema, brand up here and onboarding down there. what I do is I go to browse pages, right? And I knew what my pages were called. And I like, when I categorize pages, I categorize them by title for this reason, okay? Lesson 1 of 8, lesson 2 of 8, lesson 3 of 8, lesson 4 of 8, 5 of 8, 6 of 8, 7 of 8, 8 of 8. So all I have to do is type in the keyword lesson, right? And then I select the page and I click the button. And then I go back to browse pages. I select the next page, I click the button. I select the next page, I click the button. And then I just click save changes. It literally took me less than 20 seconds to apply that same schema to 8 different pages. No, it's not. It's fine, Sam. It's just sometimes, like I said, I have more experience in using this software than anyone. So I've figured out creative ways of doing things, obviously. And it usually helps people. Like for instance, like one of the things I do when I create a page, my H1 tags, you could see like we're running webinars with certain people. My H1 tags, they're always the same except for the very end so that they show up in little groups. So my footer information, here's my footer 404, footer privacy, footer refund. And then my onboarding group, which is the new thing for the affiliate program, lesson 1 of 8, lesson 2 of 8, lesson. So everything becomes grouped and really, really easy to find. Anything that has to do with PSv3 sales pages is tagged PSv3 on the H1. But the title, the stuff that shows up in Google, H1s don't show up in Google, right? And that's why I do this. So the titles and stuff like that, if we go into the editing, the titles can be now whatever I want, but the H1s, I do it so that when I go into a long list of pages, it's very, very easy to find what I need. But the title, well, this is a bad example, but the title can be whatever it want. And then it also helps with things like this. When I go to browse a page, I just have to search. Like if I even did PSv3 as a search, you can see all these nice groups would show up, right? So that's kind of how I do it with pages. As far as posts, because I know posts fall under categories, maybe what we'll do is we'll load, if you load this is not loading, we'll get that bug checked out. Maybe what we'll do is if we select posts, we'll have another button pop up where it's categories, and then you can select a category so that only the posts show up within that category, and then we'll add a bulk select button or something like that. We'll figure out some way to do it. There is fast ways to do it now, but of course we always want to improve everything. So that's a pretty good suggestion. Let me open up a notepad here quick. When post is selected, show category, next as selection, and allow bulk upload to selected pages posts. Okay, yeah, we'll do something there for you, Sam. Samuel, link management, like the Facebook pixel, will this do the same in other social networks? I'm already kind of not sure what that's in reference to, Sam. Maybe re-ask that question, Sam. Like your comment about link management, like the Facebook pixel, will this do? Just can you expand on it? Just because I'm not sure, because you probably asked that while I was talking about something. Rick, you guys, anything like, so Rick, you're asking basically for support stuff because you have something that's not working. It's much better that you submit a support ticket for that, because I can't like log into your account and check what's going on there. Trying to think. You have a long list of keywords in a group and the word cloud is not working. I haven't seen the word cloud not work yet, but I know it's possible. Yeah, it's probably a support ticket, Rick. And then you're saying you want to download the list of keywords. We actually don't even have a way to download a list of keywords in the project manager, just because I figured, I don't know, I put the keywords in, I don't take them out. But I guess we could just build another function in the Actions tab to like download keywords. That'd be easy. Won't be hard at all. KKLKL. Do you have to deactivate PSv2 when I add PSv3 to it? It looks like they fight each other and not working properly. No, in fact, what you want to do is when you install v3, make sure v2 is still active. Don't deactivate v2. What you want to do is when you have v3 finally installed, go to your dashboard, okay, and you're going to go to this migration button. And if v2 is installed, this will see it. And then you'll say, it'll give you a bunch of options like install my, or migrate or import my projects, my SEO settings, my schemas, all that. And you're going to tick, select all the switches, the stuff you want to migrate it into v3. Okay, then save your settings, then deactivate, but do not delete v2, just to make sure everything transfers over really, really nice. And everything updates in the Google search engines. And then once everything's okay, then you can delete v2. There's Todd.
Hi. Sorry.
That's okay. Siri, you have v2. Can you request to be an affiliate for the v3? Of course. I just don't think you can say how awesome it is using it if you haven't. You can say whatever you want. But yeah, it's an open affiliate program, and you could say, "Hey, I'm a V2 user." Well, whatever, man. You can say whatever you want. Sam, thanks. You're right. I'll pre-build them and show them how to attach it. Oh yeah, I already read that one. Will PSv3 work with a WooCommerce WordPress site? I haven't done it because I don't work in WooCommerce. I think Terry Samuels has done it and others have done it. That's definitely something, Mike, you should put in the Project Supremacy Facebook group and ask the others, because I haven't done it. And I've heard kind of a little bit of conflicting information about how well it works. And the only reason if it's not working as well as everything else, it's because I don't personally use WooCommerce, so I can't give any feedback to our developers about how to make it better. So we would need someone who's a real pro with WooCommerce to come and work with us for a while to make it work for that. So if you're that guy, please reach out. But also, if you do reach out, please have tried and understand the limitations first. Don't reach out until you know what you want improved. Otherwise, we're just going to sit there and I'm going to watch you work and figure stuff out. Joe Perry says he has it on multiple Woo sites and it works fine apart from missing some minor features. So John, Mike posted in the group, John Perry, it'd be great if you could reply to him and you guys get a big thread going, and then maybe we'll bring you guys, he says very, very minor issues, but yeah, John's saying it works with WooCommerce. Bob, if you do build a keyword download into the project manager and add a download full site, and for each page input keywords in a group by page. Actually, let me show you guys something, because let's go back into the project manager here. You can export projects. Okay, let me show you what an exported project, well, let me show you what a project looks like first, like this. Okay, so here's our project. Okay, now if I go back to projects and I export it, okay, and it's gonna say V3 target keywords. Let me save this on my desktop and open it up so that you guys can see what it looks like. Because you can extract, I mean, we're talking about downloading keywords. I mean, this is I guess one way to do it. We're talking about being creative. There you go. That's what an exported project looks like. So there's your keywords, there's your volumes, there's your CPCs, your broads, your phrases, like everything for each group. Yeah, Rick's saying you could use export. Yeah, so I'm not gonna actually build that download keyword function in there because it's actually already there with an export option. Provided you have a spreadsheet on your computer. See, there's always creative ways to do shit with this software. It's like we've kind of ran into a lot of these issues. Mike says he'll ask in the Facebook group. Yeah, let's get a good thread going in the Facebook group about that. Wow, we got a lot of people on. I actually just looked at the number. Oh, John who? John Perry, Mike, but I don't know if John Perry's name is John Perry on Facebook. I mean, some people come in and call themselves like different names in GoToWebinar, but his name on John, you're John Perry on Facebook, he says. So there you go. No problem. Let's do this. Whoa, you're not in the group? There you are. Hopefully I got the right John Perry. Is that you, John Perry? Any more questions, guys? I caught up. I think I have everybody answered. Unless, you know, I asked you to repeat a question. Repeat above. Oh, there you go. Okay. This is more to what I hope your link management does, like in Facebook. I love how it helps you place a key phrase link in Facebook. Can it do the same? So you're talking, I think what you're talking about is when you post one of the masked links in Facebook, it actually shows the, like for instance, this one, so Mark Luckenbaugh, if I copy a masked URL for him, and I post that, it actually brings up the open graph settings and the link of where it's going rather than where it came from. Is that what you mean? I'm not sure. I've never posted one of these on Twitter. I mean, the reason that I know that that works for this is because okay, so if I create one of those affiliate links, the affiliate link always ends up going somewhere, right? So like Commission Junction or ClickBank or some landing page, right? Now that landing page, if they don't have open graph settings on their landing page, which we can't control, then there's nothing I can do about it, right? But if they do have it, then it'll show up properly in Facebook, and then Twitter has its own open graph settings as well. And then we don't have open graph settings for the other ones, so maybe we should add those. But you do get a preview of what your open graph settings look like on your landing pages. But as far as your other affiliate landing pages, you can always like do that Facebook social sharing thing. Well, let's do an example. Let's go to that other site. Close all these tabs. So like this is a site I've been, I had it and then it fell down, and now I'm working on bringing it back. So I'm gonna go to my link management, and you can see I work with products on Commission Junction. There's the one I just created, but that's junk. So Dr. Phone, the iOS, the text link here, I'm gonna copy the masked URL. And then here's a couple things. Number one, I'm just gonna follow it and see where we end up, okay? So this is where we end up. Now I want to test to see if they have really nice open graph properties. So what I can do is go to the social sharing debugger on Facebook and check to see what they have for open graph profile. So I'll put the end link in of my affiliate link and see that this is what it'll end up looking like, right? Or the other thing I could do is just test it on my own site. So I'll copy the masked URL, go to Project Supremacy, cancel this post, and then just do the same thing. It should be the same thing as what we just saw, because that's what social sharing debugger says. So yeah, it's the exact same thing, right? But that's not controlled by me. That's controlled by the landing page of the site. But you can at least test things first. And then same thing for Twitter. I don't know if there's a social sharing debugger for Twitter. I'm more worried about Facebook traffic. card validator. I don't know if that's the right thing. John says, can't people just use tiny URL? Yeah, well, yeah, you could, I guess, if you wanted to, but the idea with Project Supremacy is to reduce the amount of services you need to use and just do one. Samuel, your short link when removed leaves the title key phrase as a link. So here's my short link. When I remove it, type, and I post it. I don't know what you mean, Sam. Like it leaves this part as a link. When you remove the actual URL, this remains, or you can get rid of it, but I'm not sure if they're getting at something else or not. Yeah, it looks like that card validator didn't look very good, John. James, will we be having an ST webinar anytime soon? Well, this one's not an ST webinar, so we don't really want to talk about that too much on here, but we're not planning on any more ST webinars until there's a new update out by Jason as the developer. And I know he just had a baby, so I don't know if that's going to come anytime soon. You can tag him in the group though and ask. And while he's doing that, I am over here doing my best to get the V3. I'm 100% focused on V3, to be honest, because I know I was doing a lot of the, or I was doing like all the webbies for SerpTech, but kind of hoping Jason might take that over. Natalie, I suspect I overthink your products. What do you mean? I mean, really clever, but easy to implement. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, that's the idea. That was kind of like what today's update was about, you know, something that was really kind of time consuming and difficult. We worked to make it easier to understand just by looking at it. I know the schema thing was a bit of a nightmare for us to get it going, but I mean, you just keep working at shit and then eventually. Can we get a cloaker built inside of V3? No, V3 is not really, I don't think we're going to go that far. Nothing that we do within V3 is against TOS really, other than you can do things with V3 like put schema across every post on your site, and that is going to end up giving you a penalty, even though it's not a severe ranking penalty yet, as far as I know. But cloaking is definitely against TOS, and we don't want V3 to become a tool that people can use to do things against Google's TOS. But Ed Delacruz, if you're wanting to see a cloaker, we don't have like the old school cloaker, but send a support ticket and ask about SerpTech and local supremacy, because that's what those are for. Sam, if you have a key phrase in your title, it stays when you remove your masked link, but now becomes a key phrase link you are not able to otherwise create within Facebook. You might have to just message me, Sam, because I'm still not quite sure if you're talking about something I've already covered, but you're wondering if this is also the case with other social networks. I don't know what happens with other social networks, guys, because I honestly I haven't worried about them myself. Facebook's the big one for me, so the truth is I don't know. Whenever I don't know something, I mean, you guys, if you want the answer is go try it and tell me what happens, right? Or if you don't want to tell me, you don't have to, but it's always great to get feedback. But yeah, just try stuff and see what happens. Yeah, Nat, if you like the logical sequence, you should watch the onboarding videos. I guess it might be another good way to refresh your brain on what V3 is, what it does. Yeah, cool, Sam. Thank you. That'd be awesome. And then I'll understand, I think, a little bit better in what you're getting at. Mike says you keep coming up with really cool stuff for V3. You're still wrapping your head around all there is. You know, it's funny that you mentioned that, because just today I was looking at this page, you know, for the free trial stuff, the onboarding page. And I was watching the videos because I was testing the process, like as if I were someone signing up for a free trial, just to make sure I'm getting all the emails and yada, 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 yada. And I'm sitting here watching the videos that I recorded for this. And I started this all last week, and I'm looking at the version of the plugin that I installed. And it was version 3.0.66. And today we just released 0.7. There's 4 updates in the last week. And I mean, not all the updates are huge. A lot of you guys don't even realize that your plugins are, because it is an automated upgrade, right? So like, some of the stuff is just like, oh, we found some tiny little bug, you know, with some tiny issue, and we'll push an update and not tell you guys, and your plugin will auto update itself to catch that bug. And it happens a lot. So obviously, like, you know, going from 0.66 to 0.7, some people would think you updated too much, I can't keep up. And that's why we built in the auto updates, so that everything updates itself for you. But the big updates, the really, really important ones and stuff like that, we'll always talk about, and we'll either talk about it on the webinar, or I'll post about it in the group and post pictures, and like I did today. You guys will always know about those, so that you get a rundown of what the update is and how to use it and shit like that. Mike and Herc, am I getting good results from Facebook ads? If so, have those ads lost any effectiveness since Facebook got busted over the 50 minutes? I haven't run any ads through that time period. Everything right, this is what we're setting up to do, is to be running ads to both the 2018 webinar as well as the free trial. And I know that there's a really solid connection there between those two. I just have to kind of figure out what it's going to be. As far as like connecting the free trial with the 2018 webinar. Pretty much it's going to be like, run the 2018 webinar, offer them to buy it. If they don't buy it, close with a free trial. It's going to go something like that. But we haven't run any traffic because we're just building all this affiliate program and setting up like the emails. And for once in my life, I want to be 100% ready to launch this, meaning I want every video shot, I want every video updated. Like even I go this far, just to show you guys how far I take things and when I'm trying to be organized. Because usually we'll release it a little bit early and be like, hey, we got a few days to like get this done. And we do it. We always do it, but where's my thing? So if I go day 6, so here's all the training shit, the 14-day onboarding series. I call it syllabus, but it's syllabus. Like, I need the videos done, I need the web pages done, I need the emails done, I need to write these 2 emails. So I literally want the word done like plastered throughout this before we release the system. And the last little bit is just these right here. I just need to write a couple emails and shoot 2 more videos. But I for once in my life, I want to be 100% done, and then we'll release it. Like, we could release it right now because we have an 8-day window where people are getting emails. You know, they won't get the emails for the videos that are not done until 8 days from the day we launch, but I'm just gonna, fuck it. I'm gonna be 100% done. Any more questions, anyone? KISS method on the project planner, kudos. Yeah. Anybody leave me any ratings yet? It's okay if you haven't. Rick says, good on you. You should do your launch process as a training video. It looks great. What do you mean? What, like the launch process of a free trial as a training video? How to set up a launch? Oh, the spreadsheets. Yeah. Oh my God. Between Todd and myself, the amount of, like, if we ever released a course on how to launch a software, it would be another, like, one of those overwhelming courses filled with so much information. Like, it's so funny how people work, man. Like, you put in all this hard work and detail to, like, really create a super, super killer software or product, and there's always going to be that people that are like, yeah, that's just too much info. I don't know. I want less. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh my God. But yeah, if we put out a launch course, how to launch, it would be, man, it would be the best one out there, I bet. It would be so good. There's so much we've learned and done. It's crazy. And I'm a spreadsheet freak. I have to have things on spreadsheets, otherwise I feel lost. I want a digital whiteboard spreadsheet on my wall, like a big 4-foot whiteboard that's like just literally a digital spreadsheet. That would be so wicked. It just sits there all the time. Tony's in, thank you. Welcome in. We'll give you guys the approvals. I think Todd's working on approvals right now, actually. Any last questions, guys, about anything? The onboarding, free trials, Schema, Project Supremacy, not SerpTech, because this isn't the SerpTech webinar, but when approved for affiliate status, is it available on PSv3 SASS? What's SASS, Mike? SAS? This as a software? What do you mean? Any more questions, guys? Mike, you might have to expand on that question. Service applications. I'm not even sure what you're talking about, Mike. What will be the next level with V3 in the future? Probably link tracking and PBN sharing so that you guys could sell each other links on your PBNs. Like a marketplace of PBN links for sale. The other thing too is adding more metrics to the websites. So like the Moz, the Majestic, and the Ahrefs domain metrics, adding those as well. But those would be a paid subscription for you guys, just because like we have to pay for the API, so you'd obviously have to pay for the API. But yeah, adding domain metrics, adding link tracking spreadsheet to know like, okay, TaxGaggle links to this site, this site, this site, or this site is linked to from this site, this site, this site within like a PBN network, not like external links like Ahrefs or anything. And then being able to tick a box to add your site to a marketplace to be able to sell links and stuff like that. But that's a huge, huge undertaking to build that. So I wouldn't expect that anytime soon. But that something like that is coming. Rick, it's 5 a.m. where you are? That's nuts. Where are you? UK? No, you gotta be like Hawaii? Where is it 5 a.m.? Australia. Holy shit. Well, I'm glad you got a good point somehow, somewhere. I don't know what it was, but that's good. Yeah, analytics is coming, Alex. I mean, we already have some analytics. Like we have, you know, your performance analytics from Google. You have to have your API key in there as well. But if you click on analyze performance, like it'll grab, you know, the page speed data and like the particular performance analytics from Google, right? This stuff. But yeah, the stuff with like, and we also have your uptime monitor and your Google indexation checker. But there's more coming. Just good stuff that we use every day, right? Like all the time. Kind of don't like Google. If there was no Google, I don't even know if I'd have a life. I'd be a rock star somewhere dead in a ditch. So as much as I hate Google, I love Google. Alex, kind of one of the points that I guess I kind of changed my stance on regarding Google was I always used to say, don't hook things up to Google Webmaster Tools because you don't want to give Google the invitation right into your front door. Now I've partially changed my stance on that. If I'm building a site, like an affiliate site that I care about, and I'm going to not do anything wrong other than building PBN links, which I mean, I'm always going to build PBN links to sites. But if I'm not going to do anything outside of the TOS other than that, I do add it to analytics just so I can see what the messages Google is giving me. But if I'm going to build like a mass page crap piece of shit throwaway site that I don't care if it gets deleted or de-indexed later on, then I won't, right? Because I know I'm going to be breaking a lot of the Google TOS rules, so I don't care what they think or why things are happening. Like for instance, that asbestos law pro serp tech build where I spam the site is it's a mass site. That's against TOS, and then I put the spammy schema on there, and that's against TOS. So I guarantee if I added analytics to that page, I'd have webmaster error or the error messages showing up, and then I think because I added it to webmaster page, it wouldn't take long from there for Google to be like, yeah, this is no good. I don't know. Maybe they won't just because the content's like structured the way it is. I don't really know, but point is, spammy sites, no. Real legitimate sites that I care about and that I spend time, yes. Because Google knows so much of anything anyways. Added a rock star dead in a ditch. Is that a screenplay? No, I was a musician before I did all this stuff. Look up Hollywood Assassin. ASSYN. Mike, can you just hit up support for that, please? I can't really provide support for affiliate signups and stuff on the webinar. Just hit up support. Okay, thank you. Last chance for questions here, guys. We're about the hour mark again. I don't want to keep asking. Did you guys know that we put a function into the PS SEO box that links you directly to the social sharing debugger with the URL that you're using? For instance, this is the last thing I'll show you guys. And I think I told everyone about this on a webinar, but I'll show it one more time. So if you go to your pages, I use Open Graph a lot now, like almost every time. So like for instance, the 2018 best practices webinar. So let's open up that link. Okay, so this page where it was just literally a replay of the 2018 best optimization practices. When I create my Open Graph, so my social, right, I get the preview and stuff like that, but right here, we put a note after saving your page with your new Open Graph settings, make sure to clear out the old cache in Facebook so that your posts show correctly immediately. And then we put a link to it, but here's what we did. So the URL that we're talking about is optimization for 2018. We made this a direct link with that URL preloaded in the sharing debugger so that you can just go ahead and click scrape again. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that, but it's a nifty little shortcut. Because a lot of people didn't even know about the Facebook Dev sharing debugger tool, but it's important because I can't tell you how many times people will be like, nope, doesn't work, project Supremacy is broken, I put in Open Graph data and it didn't show up. I'm like, it's not broken, Facebook just didn't refresh your cache. So we just built it right in. Oh, Nat, another win for she says backup saved her ass this week big time. I can't tell you how many times V3 backups have saved my ass now. It's got to be 2 or 3 in a big way now. John says, yeah, but he still opens it in a new tab and copies and pastes the habit. got it ingrained in your head. Yeah, I mean, it's just as easy, right? But I mean, every little, like, boom, open this in a new tab, you're already there, it's already loaded. Every little thing that we can build in to speed up the process, we want to do it, for sure. Thank you, Greg. He says, great content explained in a way that you can understand even though you are sleep deprived. Yeah, today I am a little bit. I've been up early. I'm excited. I'm so excited for the free trial stuff, guys. You have no idea. I mean, I've been working pretty hard this whole last week on that free trial because I'm just so excited to launch it and to have you guys out there promoting it and to get our user memberships up and meet some new people and have more people using the software and think that they love it. And I don't know, I couldn't even sleep. I woke up at 5 a.m. and I was like, no, I gotta finish, even though I have a webinar today. But so the rest of my day is gonna be on working on my silly bus here. 2 videos to shoot, upload to YouTube, put them on the page, and then write a couple emails that say, hey, make sure you buy shit, in a very nice way to people. Rick says, do I need a full-time person to manage my PS? There's so much for a person to learn. Yeah, that's kind of that double-edged sword. You create a big software with a lot of features and, you know, hopefully you're thinking, oh yeah, it's going to sell so much. And then instead it kind of has the reverse feature where it's like, yeah, I just don't have time to listen to this many features. It's too much. So now what we do is we try to break it down and be like, we're only going to sell people on the project planner. If we can make the project planner worth $37 a month, everything else they get, they're just going to be mind blown about it. Or if we can just sell WordPress management on a $37 a month price point, then everything else they get, you know, they're going to be so stoked about it because they'll learn about it over time as they use it and just be like, yeah, this is awesome. So that's something we learned the hard way, because we did run a couple of webinars where we tried to show every feature of Project Supremacy on a 2-hour webinar, and it literally took 2 hours before we got to the buy button, and it converted like absolute shit. It was kind of funny. So we've learned our lesson. If you're gonna go, so here's a tip for that software stuff. If you guys are gonna sell software, sell the features, sell the lessons, teach a lesson, and show how the software can, you know, fulfill the lesson. Don't show the software and the features, because nobody gives a shit about that. They only, it's like the me thing. Like, I only care what it can do for me. I don't care what it does. What can it do for me? It's like so important. Or the other one is like, if you go into home hardware and somebody's selling drills, he's not actually selling drills. He's actually selling a hole. So you have to sell a hole, not a drill. That kind of stuff. It's like success literature shit, but it actually works. Yeah, Greg, you should tell her that. Yeah. Thanks, Mike. Okay, guys, I guess that's it. I don't really see any more questions coming in, just comments. So I appreciate all the positive comments for sure. Thank you, guys. And I'll do my best to have this replay up today, but to me, honestly, it's more important to get the free trial stuff done. So forgive me if I put that on priority and the webinar takes another 2 or 3 days to upload, but it will be there, and we will email you the replay when it's up, and we will email you when the free trial system is ready to go. And I will shoot a video for you to make sure that you understand how to get the right link to land on the free trial page. And we will work on some nice pre-sale materials for you guys to use. But if you write any pre-sale materials for yourself and you feel like sharing with the group, that will personally help me greatly, because all this stuff is just, it's a lot of work. So if you guys do some of it for me, because you're doing it for yourselves anyway, that's super awesome, and I just love you for it.
And everybody else that has applied, I've approved you already.
There you go. Did anybody not get the affiliate link yet? Because there's a lot of people on today's webinar, and I talked about that really early. Does anybody need it? If you want to apply for the affiliate program to give away free trials of V3 in the next couple of days, might as well show you where it is again and then give it to you. Okay, so just go to v3.projectsupremacy.com, scroll down to the very bottom, okay? and it is in the footer link. It's also on every single page of the site, guys, this footer link, and it's the affiliate link, okay? So I'll post this link in the chat box one more time for those that don't have it, but you also see where to get it. So that's it for me. I'm off.
Bye.
We'll see you guys next week.
Next week.